Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Testing, testing. Can you hear me now? Oh, shit. It be like that sometimes. Y'all hear me? Audio's coming through on my OBS. Just want to make sure you guys can actually hear me. All right, cool. So we got Tactical Capital today for ISC. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what they're talking about. Go ahead and record this joint while I'm at it too. Tactical Capital, here we go.
Last week was our inaugural Idris War Games test, and while that completed earlier this week with many lessons learned, and the ship itself is still awaiting important resource management, maelstrom, multi-crew gameplay work, and more before it'll arrive permanently in the persistent universe, we here at ISC still jumped at the chance to showcase the current artistic progress of the vehicle inside and out, as well as to enlist a few of our oldest friends in providing a sort of director's commentary to the proceedings. Here's how it went. Just look at the camera. So, hi, I'm John Brook. I'm Nick Dearsley, part of the art director for 2042 era.
Your new title.
I don't even know what I am anymore. Shall I say that? Shall I say that? That'd be good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Nate. I've not got a clue what I am anymore.
He's the one.
That'll go down
the one beef of the
Should we
week.
do that? Yeah.
Get it
Some
in early.
days I'm this, other days I'm that.
What do you want to be today, Nate?
I don't know what I want to be today.
I wonder how many ships they sold, how many Idrises. Would it be Idrises? Or is Idris already a plural word? Would it be Idrises or just how many Idris did they sell? You know, English is fucking difficult, all right? But in any case, I'm curious to know how many they sold because that shit sold out like instantly. You know, people have different type of scripts to auto buy shit and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So, interested to know.
What should I be today? Yeah, I was the art director for the thing. There you go.
Do you want me to go first?
You can be my bloody guest, mate.
Okay. Hi, my name's John Crew. I'm the vehicle art director.
Hi, my name's Nate. I was the vehicle art director.
We've been asked today to give you a little director's commentary over the Idris that you will have seen in the PU being fought over recently. So the exterior, this has had quite a few iterations over time in terms of not the shape stayed the same, but how like the breakup, the materials on it,
Yeah,
the engine the thrusters of.
Yeah, the shapes remain pretty true. We did make amendments to the exterior to fit the interior in because the number of spaces that we needed for Squadron sort of slowly increased. So it's a very tightly packed capital ship.
If you look at the original concept.
So this is a frigate, right? You guys can't see this, it's covered up on my screen. But right here, right, this says it's a frigate, right? But last week they said the Carrack is also a frigate. I don't get what they're doing right now.
It was quite a thin ship as well.
Yeah.
It just couldn't fit everything in it.
I think my favourite feature from the original one was the hilarious flight of stairs that came down in the middle of the flight deck. Yeah, I think that was my first fix.
Then we're gonna fly into the back of it, which is the way most players should normally enter the Idris.
Landing gear deployed.
Back, huh?
Landing complete.
You can go in the front, but that'll be a bit.
It's getting dark now, John.
So there we got. In Squadron, there is space for 2 Gladiuses, Gladii, and there's a space for the Argo and PV at the back,
So it
but you
would be
can
your
technically
drive.
fit 3
You're
ships
correct.
in here.
Yeah, when you first land, you'll sort of notice that the exits for the hangar are generally sort of at a lower level. One of the things we do a lot of throughout the ship actually is just slight changes in elevation.
So I'm really wondering, do they have like a capital frigate class now and then like a sub-capital frigate class now? This is all getting very confusing.
Even though you're on the same deck, and the general layout is fairly symmetrical, I would say. The ship, when it was first put together, was really sort of, I would say, designed from the inside out. So there was a lot of amendments on the exterior to make the interior, you know, interior to me is always king. You spend a lot longer on the interior of the ship. So we sculpted the exterior skin around that. If you were to hide that.
Bro, imagine trying to do like resource management in this shit, bro. Should be crazy having to walk through all of this shit to get around places.
Exterior, I mean, there.
Pretty much, like it's gonna be like one of those things to where if you're getting into like a known combat situation, like your engineering people are gonna have to be in the engineering spaces. Like they just can't be like lollygagging around the ship and just doing different shit. They're literally gonna have to like live in engineering, ready to fix shit, because trying to move about the ship is going to be difficult when you're getting shot at. You know what I'm saying?
There is no breathing room. It is like a bit of an engineering masterpiece, to be honest.
No, that's just 3R, guys.
So this is where the MPUV hangs from the ceiling.
Skydiving also.
Yeah, I've watched many people accidentally fall out the bottom of the Idris in atmosphere out that hole. So don't do that.
Or if you want to recreate the alien.
I can't wait for that not to work. Dude, the Constellation's docking thing doesn't work. Hey.
Who wants some noodles?
Who wants some noodles?
Who wants some noodles?
What's going on, Jay? How you doing, man?
Dropship scene.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. The gravity room, which was originally upstairs. We had to shift things around through the process again, taking inspiration from, you know, real world scientific areas. That whole room actually closes into its own cylinder. You have to sort of open the door to sort of get in, and you can close it behind you. It's quite a trip. And for all intents and purposes, unless you're going to your bunk or you're going to very specific areas like the briefing room or the gravity room, which you've just seen there are no dead ends. It was put together when I was on the ship and originally sort of designed it. It was very much sort of focused around multiplayer combat at the time, and you know, a good multiplayer map is you've always got options. You've always got at least 2 options at every corridor, every room.
You're constantly flowing around it.
No dead end. So yeah, as you can see.
I actually had a bug this morning come through about the writing on the wall being shorthand.
Oh dear.
So it's spelt incorrectly.
People are actually falling through the ship too, so you might want to fix that as well. I can't imagine like people trying to do engineering gameplay and then fall off the ship when it's being shot at. This is going to be a mess.
Oh.
I was like, no, it's not. It's an intentional choice.
Yeah.
So we've got the ATC room, which overlooks the hangar, which is obviously very useful for being an ATC. We'll come back later to the other side to see what's in there. There's a lot of...
But with the ATC, shouldn't you be able to want to see like outside of the ship to see where things are? I know they got like radars and shit, but I mean, that's just my opinion. Because at least like on aircraft carriers, the ATC is like, it's up where the captain is, you know what I'm saying? They're like in the same area where they can see outside of the ship. They can see the planes and they can see whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, you know? I'm just thinking out loud.
Decks to the Idris.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the subdeck in the Argo, which you'd have seen, or the utility vehicle, I should call it. You've got your main deck. This is the sort of the main symmetrical area, and then through the heart, I would say the center of that sort of floor plan is all of the, I would say, business side of the room. So obviously you've got your mess hall here.
It's a chow line. Don't talk about the chow line. It's
I hear roast lamb is still on special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants some
That's an inside joke, by the way. Sleeping quarters.
This is for your general crew for the ship.
They need to make it to where if people have this ship out, right? And let's just say in these lobby we have an Idris, right? And everyone's like, okay, we need to hop servers. That everybody can get into a separate bed. We could all bed lock, go back to the main menu, and then when I launch us back into the game, we all load back into the Idris. Like, that needs to be something that works in the game, because this is kind of useless without that, in my opinion.
The bunks have shutters on them, a bit more privacy.
With inbuilt home entertainment system.
So this is 2 mirrored, I guess, solo cabins. The pilots get their own little area at the end.
Which are about to get a little bit bigger, but you didn't hear that from me.
So the version that you're seeing here is taken from a point in time on Squadron recently, but there are lots of little tweaks that we'll talk about in the future to deliver more of the Idris. One of them, the missile room, is a big one that's still to come that is not available here at this time. But there's, like Nate said, lots of other little tweaks as we get closer to shipping Squadron that we'll be making.
It makes sense that it would have its own missile room. One thing that I think would be cool, yeah, it does have the Aegis style to it. One thing that I think would be very, very, very cool if they make a ship, one of these capital ship that have vertical missile launchers. I'm tired of all these forward-facing missile launchers, because if you have vertical ones, I think it just looks cool, and it gives you like kind of like that real like current day Navy feel, because Aegis, which does make U.S. military style ships, currently they all have vertical launchers on them. So I think if they bring some of that design into these capital ships, I think it'd be very, very cool. It's my opinion.
Again, inspirations with regards to archetype for Aegis. You know, you can see there's a strong inspiration from some of my favorite 1980s movies through here. I like to see, you know, material breakup, introduce textures, leather where we can do to make it feel a bit softer and more inviting as a habit.
On the ship, this stuff on the Navy ship, this bulkhead stuff right here, it's not leather. It's like this. I can't even really describe it. It's basically faux leather. It's a very cheap material, and I don't think that the military would want their ship wrapped in leather, because it's expensive to replace and it's very hard to upkeep. Polaris does, but I don't think they'll be vertical. I think they're going to be a horizontal style. I wish it was vertical. If they made the Polaris' missile launchers vertical, that'd be effing amazing.
A good habitational area should be.
But I don't think
and it's different for different ships.
Based on what we've seen already from Aegis, not Aegis, but what we've seen already from the when they do that shit, Citizen Con, when they showed them going through the Polaris, I saw the missiles laying horizontal to the deck. So
that's right, but when you're designing a capital ship, it kind of needs to tick all of the boxes. From a putting the ship together point of view, everything is modular. So you'll notice probably in the PU now a lot of these elements are reused in some of the Aegis ships, simply because, you know, we try and put the ships together in a modular fashion. And the bigger the ship gets, the more modular it needs to be. You really want to avoid doing too much unique stuff, because it will hammer your video memory. Because this was I would say it's the first capital ship we've done. It is the first, isn't it? Yeah, and it was really sort of, you know, genesis of, this was put into production actually around the same time as the Retaliator, many years ago. And it was at that time that we started to establish, you know, a really good understanding of how we want habitational areas to feel and look, feeling being a prominent feature. Engineering, again, completely different. You got the technology side of it.
also, guys, if there's any of the videos you want me to react to, just go ahead and put them in the chat. And depending on what it is, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a look.
and the medical side of it. So they became the sort of like 4 style guides, I would say, that became the springboard for a lot of the other ships to sort of follow on from.
Yeah, you see a lot of similar stuff in the Hammerhead, which actually uses a lot of the Idris kit as well. And different areas have their different technical feeling.
You'll notice here, when you come in through the centre of the med bay, for example, there are very, very, very little right angles. When you look at the floor plan, for example, it generally dollies off at 45-degree angles or 60-degree angles. I don't like right angles in floor plans. Things need to flow. As you can see there, you're going to get a right angle when you come out of a door. There's not much you can do about that. But yeah, and it's all interweaved. You'll notice there's lots of windows that look outside. There's lots of windows that look back into the hangar. So we're not doing any cheating. Escape pods here.
Yeah, right at the front of the ship now. So this is the manned turret at the front, the big one up top. And then lots of escape pods here for everyone that's in the sort of upper front half if things go sideways and you need...
But the escape pods don't work. Do the escape pods actually function? That's probably Godspeed. Good speed. What's going on, man? Do the escape pods actually function? Like, they don't work currently in the game. Are they just there as an aesthetic thing, or is there going to be an actual function to these things? Because then again, like, okay, you do your escape pods, and then like you're in space and you have to wait for like rescue. Like, they need to explain the function and the gameplay behind using the escape pods. Because for me, it just sounds like that's just something that's going to be in for Squadron 42. That's not going to have a real use for the persistent universe. Again, that's just my opinion.
To get off the ship. So going back down the starboard side, have to do the bathroom head of port and starboard.
Yeah, interesting you mentioned that, John, because navigation has been a little bit of an issue. So these corridors that you're running around at the moment, they're going to have a lot more of an injection of colour in the future. So you'll have a much better understanding of whether you're going forwards or backwards or whether you're on the left or the right. Worth noting as well, like all the spaces that you're seeing are completely undressed. There are, tens of thousands of entities that end up on top of what you're seeing for Squadron because it needs to feel more lived in, it needs to tell that story. So it's kind of bare bones seeing it this way, which is kind of strange for me at the moment.
Yeah, it was very strange when we were getting this ready for the PU to take off all those layers and sort of see it in a state that we've not seen.
Plus also we're not seeing it with NPCs.
Yeah.
When you see this with NPCs and, people walking around carrying out their duties, engineers doing their things at panels or whatnot, it feels lived in, it feels alive. But, hopefully when it goes into the PU, there'll be plenty of people running around anyway, which will make it feel very similar for you guys.
Hamster balls.
You want to get buff? Go to the gym.
I don't know what we had there originally opposite the ATC. It was the pilot?
It was the pilot ready area, but we moved the pilot ready area down to the same level as the hangar so you can get your gear, scramble out as quickly as possible rather than getting your gear,
run down a flight of stairs,
falling down 2 flights of stairs, and then sort of hobbling into your ship with a broken ankle.
Then going further back. We're sort of halfway, 3/4 of the way back.
Yeah, you got your sort of, I think...
The crossover point here.
Yeah, you got 2 crossover points on the hangar. Now you're going to sort of come through, and this is where a lot of the asymmetry comes in, although the footprint is sort of similar. You'll come through. On one side, you've got a brig, which is where all the naughty people go, and we have a lot of naughty people in the game. There's a security office in there, and on the opposite side of that is, basically the opposite side of the ship, is the armory, which you'll see in a little bit.
Big escape pods, so big shared ones rather than individual pods. You might have seen, as we've gone around, some big red signposted rooms. They, I believe, have EVA airlocks in them as well as sort of maintenance storage areas, so all signposted so you know in a hurry where to go. Then the main briefing room.
Main briefing room, again, integral to Squadron. This is where you're going to get your mission briefings and so on. It's a big ship.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it.
Like I say, there's a lot crammed in.
Yeah.
So now we're in the opposite side to where the brig was. So this is the armory and shooting range.
Quite a bit of inspiration from RoboCop. yeah, as you can probably all tell, I'm a bit of an 80s buff when it comes to the movies. When I had to do things for real,
it's a
actually
hammerhead
build
with a railgun,
things,
pretty much.
it visually makes quite a big difference to me as a visual kind of guy.
That firing range area is another one of the areas that has changed around a bit over time because it was an all-in-one.
I think it was on the other side as well. I
Yeah.
think we flipped it.
I don't know why my
And then we
shotgun's
got
not
into the
working.
logistics of, you know, what happens if you take your gun away from there? What's going to happen to you as a player? So there was, you know, 'cause you're not supposed to walk around a military ship with a firearm in your hand, basically. So, yeah, lots of minor changes there.
There we go.
More for the social experience.
So this is above the rear of the hangar,
Yeah, it should
not
have
all
an
the way at
actual
the
armor.
back,
You're right about that.
because it has two lifts that go down to, or one lift that goes down to the
Two.
two?
Yeah,
Or
there's
one each side.
there's one each side that connects with the hangar. So if you're bringing in supplies or getting ready to go out on a long journey into the depths of space, you can, you know, utility vehicle drops the cargo off and you can load up pretty efficiently. Decontamination area before you get into what would be the engine room.
So I'm pretty sure you're gonna
Very
need
different.
probably a special suit to go in here and do any type of like engineering work, which is gonna be really interesting for the engineering gameplay, especially like when you're being shot at. Your engineering's pretty much gonna have to be in a designated type of suit at all times, so that they don't get injured being in here. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure the suit's not going to indefinitely protect them from the environment, so they're going to have a limited amount of time to get into the space to fix whatever issues are going on with the ship. So it's going to be very interesting to see how all this stuff plays out over the next 20 years before this game comes out.
Different feeling, like we talked about, compared to the rest of the ship.
Yeah, it's the thing with Aegis, we sort of looked at a lot of real-world scientific, I would say, you know, hydrogen colliders, nuclear reactors. CERN was a big sort of inspiration with a lot of the paneling and general sort of feel. And that's continued in the Gauntlet and a lot of the other Aegis ships that you'll see.
And then you will have seen them dotted around in all the corridors, but there's a lot of wall panels that hold all the components. So whilst we do have some big capital size components like in the engine room, there's a lot of sort of secondary redundancy with all these extra wall panels dotted around. So if one area of the ship goes down, it's not completely scuppered. You can still.
Oh, I wonder if that suit types into Pyro and the Sunflare gameplay. It probably does. There probably is going to be a suit that plays into the solar flares and protecting you from it. But then again, I don't think it's going to give you full protection. I think the best protection is going to be inside of your ship, or if you're doing base building, to have a base that can protect from solar flares. Because I don't think all materials should protect from the elements that you should, you know, be intentional about what materials and stuff that you're using, whether you're flying a ship or where you're building something in Pyro. You know what I'm saying? 323, I'm excited for it too. But I'm not excited for master modes. They can leave that shit out and it'd be like the perfect patch.
Route power around.
Yeah, it's the interesting thing in the original design document, John, where if life support systems went down on the rear of the ship, there's actually sort of like large bulkheads that close that section of the ship off, so the rest of the ship can survive. So again, you know, thinking about sort of
airtight doors makes sense.
Multiplayer aspect. If you were to try and ambush one of these things, I think there's going to be quite a lot of fun to be had.
Yeah, those bulkheads, I think you probably will have seen some of them in the corridors as we watch big yellow.
I don't know, I think
orange.
it's going one.
Yellowy orange.
Yellowy orange, okay. The layout as well, the engine room, you'll notice, is pretty much, if you were boarding the ship from the hangar, pretty much the most well-protected room of the ship. Again, with that multiplayer feeling in mind. I think going off, do you remember Titan mode? Squadron, not Squadron, Battlefield.
Yeah.
really just trying to create this sort of layer up on layer up on layer until you get to the engine room to make that quite difficult to ultimately disable the ship.
Actually, guys, let me try to find really quick so you guys can do me a favor and upvote the mine's probably down here at the bottom. Or can I just see my post? It's got 11 upvotes, guys.
Direct hit.
Direct hit. You guys
Second one following it right up for a second direct hit. Boom.
You guys can do me a favor. Go upvote this video so that Kenop can win himself an Idris for blowing that motherfucker up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was excellent bombing work from my boy Kenop. So do me a favor, go ahead and upvote that. We got a long way till we get to first, but we got some votes so far. So yeah, help my boy out. Help Ennie's lobby get an Idris. You know, that would be like the ultimate coolest thing that the community can do. You know what I'm saying?
Talked about there's a lot of flow in the interior, but there are those areas that have very distinct choke points to get to. Like the bridge is one, whilst there is multiple ways to get there, they're quite well defendable, and then the engine room is the other. So those are two areas you really don't want people getting to uninvited.
Yeah, what we really need, Pork Chop, we really need the link I just put in the chat. We need that one to go out so it can be upvoted. That's what we need.
There's a few ways you can go up to the bridge. There's obviously this lift, but there is also a set of staircases either side. So you have these sort of tactical stations at the back, flanking each side, down on a lower level from the main bridge area.
I think I would say most proud of on the bridge. There's been a lot of rework done, but you'll notice here the view out is pretty spectacular. Removed what would be, you know, the cross frame, which went across the front of the ship, so you got completely unobstructed views out to space. But it still feels chunky and weighty, which it needs to, which is, you know, a success.
I'm really interested to know. I'll talk about this.
So that was a little bit of...
I'm gonna let them go. And then I'm going to talk about what I kind of think about the Idris at the end. You know, I'm going to talk about what I think about like terms of like combat and like all that stuff. So I'm going to let them finish up.
The director's commentary on the Idris, which hopefully you'll have seen and experienced as part of the event that's been going on in the Persistent Universe recently. And as great as the ship looks in the video and the event, there's still quite a bit of work to do before we can give it to players to have for real. Things like resource network, multi-crew gameplay, all these things that make it an actual living, breathing capital ship that you want to run and own. That's pretty much it for now.
Yeah, to echo what John said, hope you enjoyed what you saw. You know, there's still a ways to go with regards to sort of delivering, you know, the ship as a whole for the PU. But I just want to give a shout out to all the teams that have been involved in working on it. I mean, the list is endless. Artists, designers, concept artists, lighting crew, social design, level design. I mean, it's huge. There is literally hundreds of people involved in delivering such an asset to yourselves, and we really hope with the limited time that you get it, that you really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if there's people at the company that haven't touched it in some way or form over the years. It's such a big part of the experience.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the Idris is a...
So what did we learn this week? They are trying to sell more ships to you guys, to us, to the people that can buy it. I'm not really interested in buying an Idris, but I'm not, you know, if we win one for the org, you know, that's also great. That's a great thing. If we can get one for the org, you know, that would make the game a little bit better, a little bit more special. But there's a huge caveat. There's a huge caveat. Maybe I need to turn the video. Turn the video volume down just a little bit. There's a huge caveat to all of this, and that is master modes. I think that this ship with master modes, if you get into combat, it's basically just going to be sitting still. It's going to be very easy to hit. Granted, I understand that it's a capital ship. It's not supposed to be very maneuverable. It's not supposed to be, it's not a hammerhead. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Corvette class style ship, which I understand and I respect that. But at the same time, if I'm flying in combat and I can only go 100 meters per second, what options do we have to really defend ourselves other than someone getting close enough to where we can hit them? You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be one of those things to where whoever can manage distance, whatever ships can manage distance, are the ships that are going to win in any engagement in this game. So if the Idris cannot manage distance with other ships its size, like the Polaris, the Javelin, these style of ships, it's essentially going to be useless. And I hate to say that, but that's just the reality with what they're doing with master modes. And it's something that I want people to think about and to consider when they're buying these ships, because you're not just spending a little bit of money, right? These ships cost thousands and thousands of dollars. And if you get into the ship and every time you're losing, I think that's, and it's not because you or your org is bad, it's just bad. You're losing by bad game design. I think that's unfair to the people who are willing to spend that type of money on a ship, whether it's for themselves or for their org, whatever reason. I think it's an unfair way to say kind of like gotcha, you know what I'm saying? If they wanted to sell, they could have parked at a station and allow people to walk around and sell it per usual. Would have been no divided community. Essentially, what they could have done is they just could have done what they did with the Javelin. Just take it around and like, hey, here's the new updated. They could have made some reason and lore to where they updated the Javelin, not the Javelin, but the Idris from whatever spec to this spec. They could have done that. And, people would have flown into the space stations. They would have run around taking, taking pictures and videos of the ship. 100% agree with that. And my thing with the Idris mission was, what I wanted to do is I wanted to steal it and like go park it at like New Babbage. That way, of course, people can still fly in and ram it and blow it up, right? But it's an armistice zone, and it gives everybody an opportunity to come see the ship, and no one essentially has to fight anymore. Well, the thing about armor, Buck, is armor is just going to make the engagements longer, right? Just because you have more armor and you still can't manage distance doesn't put you in a better position, because you still can't manage distance. And that's the biggest issue with like the ships and the weapons. As much as they're saying that master modes is going to balance things, it's really not, because Canop and myself, we went into master modes and we tested out a couple of ships, mostly with the Constellation, and basically we still, even though everyone's going slower, we still can't hit shit. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very hard to hit things and to deal with these light fighters. The Buccaneers, the Interceptor style ships are going to reign supreme throughout the first couple of patches of master modes, just because of how the tuning works at its current development. Could that change with the upcoming PTU cycles? For sure, right? But it still doesn't change the fact that it's not fixing the flight model. It's actually making it worse in a lot of ways, to where heavy fighters are going like 150 meters per second. It's like you're crawling. Space is big. Space is this big, massive place, and we're moving through it very, very slowly now. And it's very weird. It's very odd. It's a very odd choice. And I think that once this gets into players' hands, I don't see master modes making it through the end of the year. I really don't. And I really hope it doesn't, because the current flight model, we can take some things from master modes and fix the current flight model with. One of the things they can really do to kind of help, it won't solve back strafing, but if they just limit how fast you can go backwards in a strafe, you know what I'm saying? That will fix a lot of the back strafing. And I'm not saying that it won't fix people blowing by each other and then creating a lot of distance and going backwards. It won't fix that issue, right? Because that in and of itself is an issue with skill, and it's not an issue with the current flight model, because they don't teach people how to fly in space. And that is the biggest issue with master modes, or the game in just general. I'm glad to see the buck looking good, to be honest, but they need to make it the bigger ships dangerous. I would think things change a lot once the turrets and point defense is up and running on the big ships. Yeah, I mean, but still, if the weapons themselves can't reach the target, then that defeats the point of having that system in place to begin with, right? So here's what I think. My biggest way to fix the current flight model, guys. Here's my current way to fix the current flight model, and it's very, very easy. Okay, I'm gonna use a ship that has size 4 weapons on it that you can get, which is the Hurricane. It has 2 size 4 weapons, right? The Hurricane's capacitors should only allow that weapon to reach a certain distance, right? Let's just say, for argument, that the Hurricane's capacitors only allow it to reach the 2 size 4s a maximum distance of 1,600 meters, right? Which is great. You have 1,600 meters of range. However, I think that something like the Hammerhead, which also has size 4s, the other ships that have size 4s, like the A2, and you know, the Corsair also has size 4 weapons on it. The Connie, well, it won't have size 4s; it'll have size 5s. But these bigger ships, and the Hammerhead that have these size 4 weapons, their capacitors should allow that ship's weapons ranges to reach 17 to 1,800 meters. Meaning that if a Hurricane wants to go and fight a Hammerhead, that they have to get close to it to fight it, which would bring the combat together, because now you have to be intentional about what you're doing and not just, oh, we're just gonna slow it down. That doesn't work. If they do a heavy nerf to flying backwards, that would fix it. I say let them get up to speed, but it takes forever to do that. I would agree with that too. They can decrease acceleration rates across certain ships. I personally think that heavy fighters should have a higher top speed than a light fighter because it has bigger engines, but it should be a lot slower in terms of acceleration. You see what I'm saying? So there's like a balance between the two. And medium fighters should be like somewhere in between that. But that's just me. That's how I would fix the current flight model. You know what I'm saying? If you guys got any other videos you want me to react to, drop them down in the chat. If not, we're going to hop into the game. So 1 second, guys. All right. There are no links, so we're just going to go ahead and hop into the game. want some news, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Helps me out a lot. Get me back in the algorithm. I'm working on a Gemtown video right now. It's just a lot of stuff to edit because we were out there for a while. I was out there with Blackjack Bill and his crew. We locked down Gemtown for a little bit. It was a good time. I have no idea what we're going to do in the verse, but we'll see. And also, Jay makes a good point with the ramming. Small ship shouldn't be able to fly up to a big ship and kill it by hitting it. You know, those small ships should become bugs on the windshield for these bigger ships. They really should. You know, it should be like you hitting a fly on the freeway. Be like, oh, that was cute. But essentially, like, you can get a Fury and one shot an Idris. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Why is my game not coming up? Tell it to force capture. Or maybe I need to close my... Let me try this. No? Okay. There we go. I'm stuck standing in bed. Oh, I got this bug. Oh, God. Oh, God. Relog. Relog. So let's not do that. Let's go to EU. Go fix this leg.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been pleased.
Report to emergency. Track lift to emergency.
Welcome to MediUnit. How may I help you?
Got an accident inbound. It's a pretty big one, so teams stand by.
Of course. Please check with the terminals.
If anyone sees a
6, not 5, and you learn how to count. That's 7. Dude, I need to learn my numbers. Remember one time I laid in this bed and I got hurt.
Thanks to the advanced digital medical assistance available, AutoRx, medicine isn't only about to save more.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Still got a minute on that. Any missions out here we can do? I'll kind of show you guys what I mean with these fighters and these bigger ships. Let's go ahead and we'll take a an asteroid belt. I hate fighting the asteroid belt. Is what it is, though.
To the ASOP Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
We might be able to get into pickers later on. Let's do a little bit of sniping. Hopefully.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, if I could do numbers well, I could be a rocket scientist instead of doing this shit, right?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered. Again.
Forgot what hangar that was. my ship.
Okay.
This server's slow. Come on, server. You can do it. You can do it, server.
Who wants some noodles?
Oh, there's my ship. I need my drink now. My camera's like glitching. I'm turning this shit off. Oh, there it goes. Finally got my drink in my hand.
Alright, let me just get out of prison real quick.
Famous first words from Ken Up. Well, that's why the station, everything's going slow over here. Fucking station's shooting everything.
You are clear to launch. Thank you, and please visit again.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell you guys how I would fix the flight model. Let's see what ships we have over here though. And for all intents and purposes, I consider the well, it's not really like a heavy fighter, but ships like this really shouldn't be used to do ERT missions. Like if I want to do an ERT mission, I need to either bring like a Redeemer, an Ion, a Constellation. You know what I'm saying? Even like an A2. Some big multi-role ship. I think ships like these big freighter ships, they should have constant shield regeneration. So even if I shoot his shields, right, they're constantly going to be regenerating. And then like light fighters and all the other combat ships, you know, they can keep them kind of the same. That way these ships have a better chance at defending themselves. Like I would have to bring something that can do enough damage to take the shields down. Speaking of hammerheads, let me get this character out of here, just so I only have one shit to deal with.
Hey, you party invite?
Alright, got it. If you guys think armor is just gonna magically fix this problem, it won't. Oh, that was close. be up above 1,000 meters, like, he can't do anything to me. Like, I should be forced to be close to really engage him. But if I want, I can literally just sit back here and pick this hammerhead off, which, you know, if there was like a crew in this, it'd be, you know, really unfair. And if you think Master Mode fixes that, it kind of does. But if I want to be a troll, I could literally just go ram them and kill everybody.
Right? Because I'm starting to lose. Well, I'll just take you with me.
Exactly. But I always hold the sentiment that the reason we're getting master modes is because they're going to at least attempt to put this game on a console. So they need a flight model that can translate well to the dummy dum-dums on consoles. Too close. Where you loading in at?
Do what?
So where you load in at? Good Everest?
Yeah, I was in prison. Had to get up and get out of prison first.
I might head that way. I want to see what's happening on Pickers. Weapons aren't reloading. Size 3's not reloading. go. Now I got my size 3s back. Got the cannon OP with me. How you doing today, bro? All good with you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I had to get out here quick. I had to bring her.
Let's get the pickers. God. Let me not fly through this actually belt when the sun is in my face. Just asking
That's
if
the
I could
perfect
die.
time to do it.
What you mean, bro? I know we got frames, but I mean, but still, there's still invisible asteroids out there. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab me something to drink. Be right back.
Yeah. We blew right by you in space like you weren't even there.
You guys can tell on my creaky ass chair I'm back.
Bro, my chair is so fucking loud. Anytime I move in it. But this chair is mostly wood, so.
You have that granddad chair though. It's probably comfortable as hell.
Fuck yeah, it is. You gotta be careful in this bitch, you can fall asleep.
Right?
I never recline it because it reclines all the way down to a fucking bed. Yeah, I would 100% fucking pass out on my computer. I could just see myself. That's why I never recline it, because I can see myself just popping on some YouTube, leaning back a little bit, and just boom, I'm out.
I can imagine you falling asleep while we jumping through the jump port going into Pyro.
Right?
Just passing all the way the fuck out.
I gotta be careful. If I'm playing a boring game on my computer, I could fall asleep. Then here you start hearing me yawn and shit. I'm all comfortable. Like starting to pass out.
too so fucking fast, bro.
It is.
I'm gonna be sad,
Probably.
man. My favorite shit's about to get ruined.
Don't nerf my A2.
Right? Expect that video. There's calm link here, so maybe Pickers is not spicy at the moment. Nighttime, night Pickers.
Wait, there's daytime at Pickers?
It's
When?
actually daytime?
No. I doubt it. I'm not here, but I doubt it. I should I am here. It is nighttime, like always. There's no such thing as daytime Pickers.
I can't wait till like the planets actually orbit around the sun. They're not in the same like static location.
Right.
They probably need server meshing for that.
They need to actually work on the game for that.
True.
Bro, what is security doing out here?
Whoa.
You're lucky fucking comms are on.
There's somebody out here. There's a C2 out here. I don't want to turn my lights on.
Look out, bombs away. Oh, you landed. Oh shit.
I'm not in the bolo. Oh god.
Sorry, I shot it.
I want to try to snipe the guy. Let me get to where I can kind of see his elevator. If he starts to take off, then you can blow him up. And then when he asks, like, why'd you blow me up? You can be like, I just wanted to brighten your day. It's always dark over here. I'm gonna try to scan it real quick, see if anybody's down there at all. Can't really see his elevator from this vantage point. See if I can see him doing any murder hoboing.
Game Rules is the owner, so it's been here.
Blow it up then. Fuck him.
Are you safe?
I'm up on the ridge.
I'm gonna try to hit it.
Off the nose.
I should hopefully be right on target.
Oh shit.
Nope. That went way short for some reason.
That was so close. Let me back up some. Holy shit.
Let's try that one then.
That was extremely close. Oh.
That was right on target.
Yeah, it was. I wonder if the NPC survived. And guess what?
The NPC survived.
They're all alive.
Alright. You know what we'll do?
Are you gonna go down and light them up for me? I got they're infinitely spawning. Watch when I kill them, they're more gonna spawn in. Did more spawn in? Oh, maybe not computer now. T-posing. Well, hit that with no armor on. Nice. Okay, I'm sliding. Can't reload, we might be 30K. Oh, never mind. Where's the boss one at? I think you might already killed him.
I don't know. I killed the group, and then there was a guy right here I killed.
Yeah, I think the boss is always by himself.
Okay, yeah, this guy was standing up here by himself.
You have to go down the hills diagonally to survive. Even then, sometimes it's not the best.
Nah, sometimes it just starts going out of control, and that's GG's.
That's why I pull up my med gun. almost at the bottom.
Look forward to my light.
Made it. No injuries. Must loot them all. This NPC has no pants on.
He was having a party.
Easy the Fox on Twitch. What up, what up?
What up?
I thought that was a player for a second.
There's another group of bodies over here.
bunch of weapons and stuff here. I wonder how much all this stuff is
Nice.
worth.
Right. And then there's another little small group next to there. Once you get all those.
The real troll is like when you just stand out here like an NPC.
Turn around over here. Yeah, keep going right in there.
Put on their loot, put on their NPC clothes, and just stand out here. And somebody flies
Right.
in, they think they're just a bunch of NPCs.
Stand in a group of NPCs.
Camouflage yourself. Yeah, he's a lot of stuff out here, man.
A lot of free shit. And they're criminals, so you get paid to kill them.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they do a wipe. I'm kind of ready for a wipe, to be honest.
Right? It's not like as many as they were doing before.
Because their database
Or it
is
was
all
like-
fucked up.
Right? Or it was like every single update, like, oh, we're wiping. We have to. And then the boss is up up here.
Oh, there's one more I gotta get. If you think this is base, she's in my inventory at R-Corp. This ain't nothing. I think I went the wrong way. Where was he at?
It's up here. You can go up over here. Let's take you right on up to him. He's right here. With all the bodies I've seen.
I really need to bring some railguns here.
Yeah. That'd be the perfect ambush. Stand in the group of NPCs when a ship's flying up here looking. Pull it out real fast and then shoot them.
It's a good deterrence from these people who aren't light fighters. Actually, landing over here and taking me up to my ship so I don't have to walk.
Right.
I'm lazy. Forgot landing gear's not out.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was.
I'm gonna have to go on the ramp because of the way you landed.
Oh, there's a guy here.
Really?
And a Redeemer.
Let me get in the gunner. In case he wants to smoke. We might blow up my ship anyway before we can get to it.
He's just still looking at me. Where's your ship?
It's up on the ridge, it's kind of behind us. We should be able to target for it.
Yeah, I see it. Fly by it? Oh, look right over it now. There you go, sir.
Thank you for the Uber.
Right. You should exit out the back. Whoa, buddy. I don't know you like that. Build her out.
Yeah, I'm on dual sticks and pedals.
What's up, buddy? I'll take your front shields out too. It's up to you to finish them.
You might jump before we can.
Yeah,
The EM hasn't spiked yet.
I'm building boost. His EM's trying to spike.
For me, it's the same.
Yeah, they're going. He got this, huh? Yeah, watch them. Got him, nice.
Let him fall.
Yep. I don't know why you wanted to come after me first, but we'll take it. Right, I guess so, but I don't know why he thought he was gonna be able to take me down.
Oh, you're still on stick and throttle, Feezy? Yeah, I like stick and pedals, but I mean, with master mode, you can really be effective with mouse and keyboard. Because it's gonna go from like a flight game to like a point and shoot type of flight, which really sucks, but it is what it is. Unless we all complain about how it sucks, then they won't fix it.
Don't worry, I'll catch you.
Not.
Spike.
I got DC.
Oh god, do you think?
He's gonna hit the rocks.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Boom. Hey, cat's on.
Friday to the party. He survived the fall.
What a cheater.
I mean, he can have somebody come tow him and fix his ship. Hello and welcome.
Get that money.
Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Just tell her bring the SRV. Tow this guy out of here.
Right. Congratulations, you're being pirated. I want you to come out with your pants off and your hands up.
Make sure my voice comm thing is connected. Hello and welcome. You're being pirated. Give us money so we don't kill you. Hello and welcome. You're being pirated.
He's still in his cockpit?
Yeah.
Leave me business, buddy.
You could be waiting on backup.
That's gonna be a bad choice. If you got backup coming, you do realize you're the first to die, right?
His name is Cal. Caillou, like the fucking cartoon. Is she in voice chat? Is Carly in voice chat?
I don't know. Hold on. No.
Gotta have a little bit of fun with him. Tow him somewhere. Have her drop his ship in the fucking water in fucking Hurston somewhere.
Gonna sit here, I guess. Think about what he did.
Right. Even though we started it.
He started it. He came up and was looking at me weird. And then he followed me while I went to go drop you off. He was just asking for it.
And he was also red, so.
Bink. Bink. Hello? You there? Oh, there's a mountain behind me.
Yeah. That's the cliff he should have blown up on. He's still on board. He's in the cockpit still, Pork Chop.
Yeah.
He survived the fall from like, what, 20,000 kilometers up?
I moved, so you can go in there and look, but I was staring him dead in the eyes. And he's just sitting there, contemplating how he got here.
Yeah, we're waiting on Carly to come with the SRV because we're going to take him and drop him off in the water on Hurston. Dude, my OBS jet's so freaking slow. I'm glad I have my phone out.
He'll be here soon.
Yeah. No, we wouldn't drop him off in the water alive. Yeah.
Alright, buddy. Well, if you don't want to communicate with us, let's just go for a swim.
Hello and welcome. You're being pirated.
Can you please fill out this consent form before we continue?
Also, consent may not be required.
Now you have to ask consent nowadays to pirate people. Else they get mad, you know?
He's probably reporting this right now to CIG.
Oh. It can go with all the others.
With the gay fruits. Maybe more hilarious, he had turret gunners with him, but he doesn't. Oh god, our ships are mating.
Diggity. Why didn't you bring any friends with you? You came alone.
Star Citizen's better with friends. You could have been our friend, but you didn't talk back, so we're gonna drown you instead.
We might get bored and come back and make you a zombie.
No, once we drop him in the water, I think it's gonna be it for him. What's the place that has the platform, the oil platform?
Weeping Cove.
Yeah. Weeping Frames, for they should rename it.
We're gonna go dump him in the lake so he can eventually become oil.
Right.
It's not murder, it's recycling.
If that's the case, how come we don't use dead bodies just to make oil?
I mean, how do you know they don't already?
Fair point.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of dead people and not a lot of cemeteries around. Ship washing services. It's dirty from all the fighting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go clean it. Baby.
He might have backspace finally. Ship is waiting
He
out.
not in there?
The ship is white. Unless he got out. But the back's not open, so...
The back's been open. Because it's soft.
Is he in there still?
I'm looking, I don't see him.
Yeah, he might have backspaced. Dang.
Well, I mean, you've got a gun, you can always run down there and look for his body. Or you alt F4 and his body logged out.
It's too late now. She's already got him. Oh god.
Oh god, ow. I am not a lake.
I'm so happy Carly has the SRV.
Carly has like every ship in the game.
Well, she has the ones that matter.
Lift, cat, lift. You can do it. Don't skip engine day.
Just in case, cannot bomb that area. In case you did escape.
Yeah, I already flew away.
Oh, never mind. Alright, I'm at whipping frames. Yeah, I've got to fix my OBS.
Over here watching Cat slowly lift this thing out. Yeah, that's all.
I wonder how bad the frames are going to be with the new water system.
Oof. Next one. Look at the next one.
Get out of here. We need to get the crew together one night and do some bunker busting before this patch goes away. Get the A2 a proper send off.
Right. I don't even see it anymore. I don't know where it went. Probably didn't survive.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
No, we think he backspaced.
That or he logged out.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened most likely. That's why he was just sitting in the chair because he had Alt F4'd. And then his body disappeared. I'll do a little loop-de-loop. Welcome.
Oh, almost hit the ground. Trying to look at chat and shit. This game's so much more enjoyable with frames.
Right.
Who would have thought? I'm gonna check repel for anybody.
We're back over here at Pickers.
Is anybody out there?
Looks like just a C2 still that we blew up.
Game rules.
Yeah.
Effing cunt.
Lift, cat, lift. Yeah, let me get on the backside and help you push.
something crazy, Ken? Ever since I started drinking ginger beer, I feel like every time I go to the store, there's never any. And before I started drinking ginger beer, I feel like nobody was drinking that shit.
You're the only person buying it.
Apparently not, because every time I go to buy something, there's never any. So many abandoned ships. There's the M2 out here.
Yeah, I thought anytime you leave prison out, it gives you the Odyssey suit.
You have to be completely naked when you go in there.
When I came out of prison, I got one. I didn't go in naked.
God, Gamer has another fucking ship out here.
I think they're turning the game rules after sitting for a while. I saw what you did, Cat. How dare you come stab me for no reason?
Oh God. Thought I had my landing gear out for a second.
Docking denied. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Take that. And that. And that. And that. And that.
Are you bullying Carly?
Just stabbing her with pins. They do. You have to wear the default blue underwear. You don't get to be fancy. Alright, got me a gun. That's all I wanted. I had to drop a bomb and fly out of here before Cat can get back to her ship.
Did the contract count out?
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta go fix my ship real quick. That's flying close to the ground with my landing gear not out. Wow, can't fix my ship, really? Alright, did it. You think they should add manual refueling on landing pads?
We have to get out and scale it ourselves? Fuck no.
Some people like that shit though.
Bro, it wouldn't be like that in the fucking future. Ain't no way in the future you'd have these fucking ships and you'd get out and fucking fill it yourself.
But they want you to think that you have to manually load your ship by yourself though.
Nah, bro. Let's get some fucking automation up in this fucking world, okay? I land, a little fucking arm comes out, boop, right into my port, fills me up.
Or where there's robots, they do it.
Yeah, I ain't getting out and doing shit. Bro, I ain't even gotta get out and load my own groceries in the real fucking world, okay?
I mean,
You
shit.
got a Walmart pickup and they throw it in there for you.
Yeah. I mean, depending on where you live, you can have that shit delivered to you.
For real. Come on, game. Can I get some real realism in my game?
Next thing we need is a leader with dementia.
I mean, have you seen half the shit Chris talks about and says? I think he does too.
Those are the one we have to slow fly to?
Fuck yeah. Would be Star Citizen if you're not slow flying something.
don't know what Car's gonna fight, but she's gonna ram the ships.
He's gonna throw the ships into each other.
Take the shields down and she can grab them. I wonder where Jumptown is today. Is it not running? Some microtech I want to go snipe. Just over 100. That was a bad idea. I almost took me to the planet. Three Connies and a team are going to a bar.
Target destroyed.
That's the ground, sir.
Shields hit.
Do you show I bomb one of them? Cannot?
Do what?
Did you try to bomb one of them?
Yeah, one of them went down to the ground, so I lobbed the bomb at him, but he took off again.
Shields hit. Target destroyed.
God, he clipped into me.
The Redeemer?
The other Connie.
Oh.
Target destroyed. Lock.
Well, they all hit the fucking ground. Congratulations.
Check fire.
Oh shit, I almost hit you.
Target destroyed.
Got you a ship, Carly? There should be an economy for used ships. On my screen, your tractor beam is going in space. The economy's just following. If you guys watch it on stream. She's using her magical space powers. What are you gonna do with that thing, Carly? It's not even any player bounties right now. It's a Care Bear server. Oh, I know. If somebody tries to retake security post Korea, we can always just take an A2 bomb to Korea. Sure. What kind of bait is this going to be? Are you going to scan again? The profiling you cannot.
The colony apparently didn't like being towed.
Hmm.
And I'll be right back.
Alright. Frames are not good here. Put it in the water. Ship soup. I've actually never been in Maker's Spawn before.
Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Engines online.
Oh god. Did you throw a grenade? I got the infinitely spawn. Ow. Oh wow. Those med pins did nothing. Ow, I'm down. Rescue me, Carly. I have pins on me. And a med gun. Ow. I'm dead again. The fuck? Save me. Actually, Carly, run. There's an NPC looking at you. She's gonna shoot me again. Ow. Oh my god. Unlucky for y'all, I brought a ship to a gunfight.
Shields hit. Online. Takeoff complete.
A1 sounds fun. We also have Kenop here. Blow the place up, Kenop.
Landing gear raised.
It's getting pushed back by the wind. It's gonna hit the water. Short.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
Yeah. If they survive this,
Landing gear deployed.
bro, they survived. All the NPCs are still alive. They're like, A2 bomb? Psych. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my A1 too.
Is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Landing gear raised. Is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Landing gear deployed.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay. stay.
Alright, here we go. A little A1 action.
Welcome to the ASOP. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Goodbye. Please visit us again.
Yeah, when I was shooting them down from a distance, they would infinitely respawn. Ooh, doors, 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 doors. I don't know why my A1 is defaulted to being white. And I don't have another skin for it. Girl, is your A1 also white? When I first got my A2, it was black.
Engage. Landing gear go. Quantum travel complete. Landing gear down.
Cap, sorry, mentioned on Discord. Shit got early as hell. I know. The hell? Why are these bombs so inaccurate? I'm bombing the wrong area, that's why. I'm dropping one more. You just keep respawning. We'll take a call to arms.
Attack on shields. Attack on shields.
It really is. What's up, Blackjack? We're just over here getting some infinite money at Repel. How's the hunting? Get any guys? Get any good loot today? I got 1,000 for that one. I am. Gotta do this when Piracy doesn't play, man. Yeah. They're more worried about master modes, to be honest. But Blackjack, I don't know if you're still here, but I was actually thinking of a pretty cool way to pirate players. Basically, just get in one of the groups and blend them with the NPCs, and then players will just think, oh, they're just NPCs here. And then after they buy their loot or whatever, you could literally just gank them and take their shit. It's a good strategy. It's a very good strategy. Lost your hair? No, I haven't heard that. Does ever mention Evocati? Normally I have SC News in my Discord. Are you dead? Damn. Oh no, I got you. That's hilarious. I remember in high school I had this kid named Tim. And he was kind of like a showboat. And we had like these I went to school like in the countryside. And we had like these 3.5 foot razor wire fences because it was next to a farm. And he had a pretty nice vertical on him. But he had jumped over the fence. So he was just like standing and then jumping over the fence. But he had done it a few times already. And so I was like, hey, Tim, you might want to stop that because, you know, you can't jump like that forever. He's like, yeah, I can. And he was like, watch. And as soon as he jumped up, his feet caught the bottom of the barbed wire. He fell face first on the ground and busted out 2 of his front teeth. It's crazy. Not your bald. It did. Gave you a haircut.
Who wants some noodles?
They should have never given me this freaking stream deck. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Oh, there's no storage here at Repel. Oh, Maker, yeah, no. Bummer.
Who wants some noodles?
It's a world full of mutes. Oh, interesting. Static server meshing with a Pyrotech preview for Avocado members. You're alive, NPC. Welcome back to life, but you're naked. Somebody took your clothes. It's okay. Oh, frames are getting bad here. First time we're at 3 hours. The bad guys are respawning. Yeah, it's not even worth killing the NPCs here because you can't just like put their stuff into your inventory. So it's not even worth it, for real, for real. Oh my goodness. I wonder what happened to my music. Frames are infinitely better now. I kind of want to outfit this thing. Some Peters on it. Set that for another day. Put the black paint back on here. Mac's about to log off. I need to go run some errands.
Quantum travel complete.
thank you guys for watching. Blackjack, are you streaming right now? I saw your live stream thing come up. You started already? Need to figure out how to rate people on YouTube. Rate you with my 4 people. Oh God, you didn't get into bed. Is that an option we have on here? Customization. Oh, we got Star Streams on. You can rate him. Actually, that's not a rate, that's just... Let's try it. See how this works. Alright guys, it's gonna be my time. I thank you for yours. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next stream. Peace.